Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Talk English Now. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to spend some time practicing real-life English conversations together. You'll listen, think, and speak with me as if we're having a calm, friendly chat in everyday situations. Before starting, I just want to let you know that we upload daily English learning videos every single day. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe and stay with us for your daily English dose. All right, let's begin with something simple but powerful. Small talk. Those short, friendly conversations that help you connect with people easily. Imagine you walk into a coffee shop. The barista smiles and says, "Good morning. How's your day going?" What would you say? You might reply, "It's going well, thanks. How about yours?" Simple, natural, friendly. Now, let's try that together. I'll say the first line, and you repeat after me. "Good morning. How's your day going?" Great. Now your turn to answer. "It's going well, thanks. How about yours?" Notice the rhythm. It's not too fast, not too formal, just relaxed and warm. In real life, these small exchanges make a big difference. They show that you're confident and open. So don't worry about being perfect. Focus on sounding natural. Let's continue. Imagine you meet a new coworker. They say, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." You can reply, "Nice to meet you too, Alex." Then you might add a friendly question like, "How long have you been working here?" These small additions keep the conversation alive. Try saying this with me slowly. "Nice to meet you too, Alex. How long have you been working here?" Do you feel how that flows? You sound friendly, curious, and confident. Now, let's imagine a short conversation between two people at work. I'll speak both sides, but you can shadow one of them after. Alex says, "Hey, Sarah, do you have a minute?" Sarah replies, "Sure, what's up?" Alex says, "I just wanted to ask if you've finished the report." Sarah answers, "Almost done. I'll send it to you in about an hour." Alex smiles. "Perfect. Thanks so much." This is a normal daily conversation, short, clear, polite, nothing complicated. Let's practice a few useful phrases from that example. Repeat after me slowly. Do you have a minute? What's up? Almost done. I'll send it to you in about an hour. These phrases are gold for everyday English. They sound natural and friendly. All right, now let's move into a different setting. Imagine you're meeting a friend for lunch. You arrive a bit late and say, "Hey, sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible." Your friend might laugh and reply, "No worries, I just got here too." These are the kinds of small, realistic exchanges that make your English feel alive. Repeat after me. "Hey, sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible." Good. Now say, "No worries, I just got here too." Notice how the tone changes slightly when you sound relaxed. It's not just about words, it's about energy and rhythm. When you practice speaking English, think of it like music. Every language has its rhythm. English has a natural rise and fall, a soft melody that makes it sound alive. Let's try something fun. Repeat these short sentences with feeling. "I can't believe it's Monday again. That coffee smells amazing." You won't believe what happened today. Each one has emotion, and when you add emotion, your English becomes more powerful. Let's talk about asking for help politely. In English, tone is everything. Imagine you're in a store and can't find something. You see I meet son and say, "Excuse me, could you please tell me where the bread is?" Or if you're in a hurry, "Hi, sorry, do you know where the bread section is?" The difference is tone. Both are polite, but one is softer, one is more casual. Try saying this after me. "Excuse me, could you please tell me where the bread is?" Now say, "Hi, sorry, do you know where the bread section is?" See? Both are fine. It just depends on the situation. Now, one of the best ways to improve your speaking is shadowing. That means listening and repeating right away, not word by word, but phrase by phrase, just like we're doing here. Let's do a short shadowing practice together. I'll say a short conversation, and you'll echo it after each pause. A. Hi there, do you need any help? You repeat. B. Yes, please, I'm looking for a blue jacket. You repeat. A. We have some new ones right over here. You repeat. B. Oh, great. Can I try this one on? You repeat. A. Of course. The fitting room is on your left. You repeat. Great job. How did that feel? This is how real fluency grows. Not by memorizing grammar, but by using it in natural rhythm. Here's a quick mindset tip. When you listen, don't translate. Try to feel what the words mean. Imagine the scene, the people, the sounds. For example, if I say, "The sun is shining and the air feels fresh," don't think about translation, just see it in your mind, feel it, and say it. Let's practice visualization with speaking. Close your eyes if you want. Imagine walking through a park. You see people jogging, children playing, someone smiling at their dog. Now say softly, "It's a beautiful day." You can say, "Everyone looks happy." "The sky is so clear today." These little sentences help you connect emotion with English. And here's something interesting. When you smile while speaking, your voice sounds more open and friendly, even if no one can see you. They can feel it in your tone. Try this. Smile gently and say, "Good morning, how are you today?" See how it sounds? Warmer, right? We'll use this technique again later because emotional connection makes your speech memorable. Now, let's move to another daily topic, making plans. Imagine your friend asks, "Do you want to grab dinner tonight?" You could answer, "Sure, what time?" Or, "I'd love to, but I already have plans." Let's repeat those together. Sure, what time? I'd love to, but I already have plans. If you want to suggest something, you can say, "Let's do it tomorrow instead," or "How about Saturday evening?" Try saying that. "Let's do it tomorrow instead." "How about Saturday evening?" Excellent. You see, intermediate English isn't about using big words. It's about using simple words naturally, confidently, in many situations. So far, you've practiced greetings, small talk, asking for help, and making plans. These are the foundation of everyday English. Now, before we continue, A quick reminder, if you're enjoying this lesson, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more daily English practice. It really helps us keep creating these free lessons for you. All right, let's keep going. Imagine you're talking to a friend about your weekend. They ask, "So, how was your weekend?" You can reply, "It was great. I went hiking with some friends." Or, "It was okay. I mostly stayed home and watched movies." Both are fine. The goal is to sound natural and add a little detail. Try repeating after me. "It was great. I went hiking with some friends." Now say, "It was okay. I mostly stayed home and watched movies." See how it sounds like real conversation? Relaxed, natural, no stress. When you share details, even small ones, your English feels more fluent. For example, instead of just saying, "I watched a movie," you can say, "I watched a funny movie last night. It made me laugh so much." You don't need perfect grammar to connect. You just need rhythm, tone, and confidence. Remember? People remember how you make them feel, not how perfect your grammar is. So speak with warmth, and don't worry about mistakes. We'll build on that idea more in the next section. Now let's keep going, my friend. Imagine you're talking about your daily routine. This is one of the most useful ways to build your speaking fluency because it's something you can practice every single day. For example, think about your morning. You could say, "I usually wake up at 7, make some coffee, and check my messages." Now, you try saying that. "I usually wake up at 7, make some coffee, and check my messages." Good. Now let's add more details. "After that, I take a shower, get dressed, and head to work." Or, "After breakfast, I go for a short walk to clear my mind." When you add small actions like these, your English becomes more vivid and interesting. Try describing your own morning. Don't worry if it's simple. Just imagine you're telling me about it like a friend. "I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast, and then..." See? The key is to connect your sentences naturally with "and," "then," or "after that." These small connectors make your speech flow better. Now, let's move into talking about hobbies. One of the most common questions in English is, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Let's practice answering that. "In my free time, I like to read books and watch movies." Or, "I love listening to music and spending time with my friends." Say it with me. In my free tid. Me, I like to read books and watch movies. Great. Now say, "I love listening to music and spending time with my friends." You see how natural that sounds? And remember, you can always expand a little. For example, "I love listening to music, especially jazz." Or, "I enjoy reading mystery novels because they're exciting." When you give reasons, your speaking becomes more engaging. Now let's imagine a friendly chat between two people. I'll say both lines first, then we'll shadow them together. A. "Hey, what do you like to do on weekends?" B. "I usually hang out with my friends or go hiking if the weather's nice." A. "That sounds fun. Where do you usually go hiking?" B. "There's a great trail near my house. It's peaceful and beautiful." Now, let's repeat those together. Ready? "Hey, what do you like to do on weekends?" "I usually hang out with my friends or go hiking if the weather's nice." "That sounds fun. where do you usually go hiking? There's a great trail near my house. It's peaceful and beautiful. You can practice short dialogues like this every day. They build your reflexes, so you start responding in English without thinking too much. Now, let's practice talking about the past. This helps you describe experiences, tell stories, and sound more fluent. Think of your last vacation. You could say, I went to the beach last summer, or I visited my grandparents last weekend. Now add a little more detail. I went to the beach last summer. The weather was amazing and I swam every day. Or, I visited my grandparents last weekend. We cooked together and talked for hours. See how much more natural that sounds. Let's shadow this together. I went to the beach last summer. The weather was amazing and I swam every day. I visited my grandparents last weekend. We cooked together and talked for hours. Remember, the more you describe, the more fluent you become. Now, let's talk about making polite requests, something that every English speaker does daily. Imagine you're in a cafe. You want to order something politely. You can say, "Could I please have a cup of coffee?" Or, "Can I get a latte, please?" Let's practice those. Could I please have a cup of coffee? Can I get a latte, please? The difference is that could I sounds a little more formal, while can I is casual and friendly. Both are polite. If you're at a restaurant, you might say, "Could we get the menu, please?" Or, "Can I have some water, please?" Repeat that with me. Could we get the menu, please? Can I have some water, please? Good. Now, when you're finished eating, you can say, "Could I have the check, please?" This simple phrase will always help you in restaurants anywhere in the world. Next, let's move into conversations about plans and preferences. Imagine your friend asks, "Do you want to go out for dinner or stay in tonight?" You could say, I'd rather stay in and cook something simple." Repeat that. I'd rather stay in and cook something simple. You can also say, "I feel like going out tonight," or "Let's order pizza instead." Try those with me. I feel like going out tonight. Let's order pizza instead. See how flexible English is? You can express your preferences easily with simple phrases like, "I'd rather," or "I feel like." Here's another real-life situation, talking about the weather. Yes, it's one of the most common small-talk topics in English speaking, ng countries. You can start a conversation by saying, "It's such a beautiful day, isn't it?" Or, "It's really cold today." Or even, "Looks like it's going to rain." Try these with me. It's such a beautiful day, isn't it? It's really cold today. Looks like it's going to rain. These short sentences are powerful because they can open the door to friendly conversations. For example, someone might respond, "Yeah, it's been raining all week." Or, "I know, I wish it were sunny again." Let's try a short dialogue together. A. It's really hot today, isn't it? B. Yeah, I can't believe how sunny it is. A. Perfect day for ice cream. B. Absolutely. Great job. Short, friendly, real. Now, let's do a quick listening and shadowing challenge. I'll read a short paragraph, and you'll repeat after me line by line. I woke up early this morning and went for a walk. The air was cool and fresh. I saw people walking their dogs and kids riding bikes. After that, I stopped at a cafe and had some tea. It was a calm and peaceful start to the day. Now, shadow it. Repeat it in your natural voice. Try to match my rhythm and pauses. This kind of storytelling helps your listening and speaking work together. All right, let's talk about how to express opinions. This is a key skill for intermediate learners. If someone asks, "What do you think about this movie?" you could say, "I think it was great," or "I didn't like it very much." Repeat that. "I think it was great." "I didn't like it very much." You can also add soft phrases like, "to be honest," or "in my opinion." For example, "To be honest, I prefer the first movie," or "In my opinion, the ending was too sad." Say those with me. To be honest, I prefer the first movie. In my opinion, the ending was too sad. These expressions make your speech polite and thoughtful. And remember, expressing your feelings is just as important as describing facts. For example, instead of saying, "The food was good," try, "The food was delicious. I loved the flavors." See how that adds color to your English? Now let's practice expressing agreement. If someone says, "That's a great idea," you can say, "I agree," or "Yeah, you're right," or even "Exactly." Try those with me. I agree. You're right. Exactly. You can also express disagreement politely. I'm not sure about that. I see your point, but I think... Maybe, but I have a different opinion. Repeat that. I'm not sure about that. I see your point, but I think... Maybe, but I have a different opinion. You see? Disagreement doesn't have to sound rude. It's all about tone. Tone is the soul of communication. It's what makes even simple sentences sound alive. So every time you practice, imagine you're talking to a real person, not repeating lines from a textbook, but actually connecting. Let's end this section with a fun mini conversation. A. Do you want to go for coffee later? B. Sure. What time? A. Maybe around 3? B. Perfect. See you then. Say it again with me. Do you want to go for coffee later? Sure. What time? Maybe around 3? Perfect. See you then. You're doing great. Every repetition builds muscle memory, and soon you'll speak English naturally, without hesitation. Remember, every single sentence you say in practice brings you closer to fluency. Now let's move on and imagine another everyday moment. You're out shopping, maybe at the mall or a local store. You walk in, and someone greets you with a smile, saying, "Hi there, can I help you find anything?" Your natural answer could be, "Yes, please, I'm looking for a pair of black shoes." Or if you're just browsing, you can say, "Thanks, I'm just looking around." Try saying both of those. "Yes, please, I'm looking for a pair of black shoes." "Thanks, I'm just looking around." Both are simple, polite, and very common in everyday English. And when you find something you like, you can ask, Excuse me, do you have this in a larger size? Or, is this available in another color? Repeat those after me. Do you have this in a larger size? Is this available in another color? Then, when you're ready to pay, you can say, I'll take this one, please. Or, can I pay by card? Try that. I'll take this one, please. Can I pay by card? And if the cashier says, would you like a bag? You can reply, yes, please. Or, no thanks, I've got one. These are such small phrases, but they make your English sound confident and natural. Now, imagine after shopping, you bump into someone you haven't seen for a long time. They say, hey, long time no see. You smile and say, yeah, it's been ages. How have you been? Try that. Hey, long time no see. Yeah, it's been ages. How have you been? Then they might say, I've been good, just busy with work. What about you? And you can reply, same here, just trying to keep up with everything. These kinds of casual expressions are so important in real life because they make conversations sound warm and friendly. Let's practice this little chat together. A. Hey, long time no see. B. Yeah, it's been ages. How have you been? A. I've been good, just busy with work. B. Same here, just trying to keep up with everything. Repeat it again with me slowly and feel the rhythm, the re, see and fall of the voice, how the words connect softly. This is how real conversations happen. Not perfect grammar, but perfect connection. Now let's imagine a situation at work. Maybe you need to ask someone for help or clarification. You can say, could you help me with this report? Or, I'm not sure I understand this part. Could you explain it again, please? Try that. Could you help me with this report? I'm not sure I understand this part. Could you explain it again, please? Being polite and respectful goes a long way in English communication. And if you're offering help, you could say, do you need a hand with that? Or, would you like me to take care of it? Repeat that with me. Do you need a hand with that? Would you like me to take care of it? See how natural and supportive that sounds? English is full of friendly ways to show teamwork. Now, let's switch to a relaxed moment. Talking about food, one of the best topics for conversation because everyone eats, right? Imagine you're sitting with a friend and they ask, what's your favorite food? You could say, I really love pasta, or I can't resist a good burger. Try that. I really love pasta. I can't resist a good burger. And if someone asks why, you can say, because it reminds me of home, or because it's simple but delicious. Repeat that. Because it reminds me of home. Because it's simple but delicious. Then you can ask back, what about you? What's your favorite? This keeps the conversation flowing naturally. And if you're in a restaurant, you might say, what do you recommend here? Or, I've never tried this before. Is it good? Try it. What do you recommend here? I've never tried this before. Is it good? You see, these are the kinds of sentences that keep real communication alive. Not memorized textbook lines, but natural human phrases that help you connect. Now listen. Let's have a quick speaking exercise. I'll describe a scene and you'll respond aloud. You're at a cafe with a friend. The waiter comes and says, are you ready to order? How do you respond? You could say, "Yes, I'll have a cappuccino, please," or "Not yet, we need a few more minutes." Try both. "Yes, I'll have a cappuccino, please." "Not yet, we need a few more minutes." Wonderful. Now imagine you're done eating and the waiter comes again. "How was everything?" You can reply, "It was delicious, thank you," or "Everything was great." Let's say it together. It was delicious, thank you. Everything was great. When you add feeling to your voice, your words feel more alive. Now let's move to a different kind of conversation, talking about your feelings. This is where learners sometimes hesitate, but it's important. You can say, "I'm feeling tired today." "I'm excited about my trip." "I'm a bit nervous about the meeting." Try those. "I'm feeling tired today." "I'm excited about my trip." "I'm a bit nervous about the meeting." Notice the small words that change meaning. A bit, really, so. You can say, "I'm really happy." "I'm so tired." "I'm a little worried." These words help you express emotions naturally, and when someone tells you how they feel, you can respond kindly. For example, if a friend says, "I'm tired," you can say, "You should get some rest," or, "Yeah, it's been a long day." Let's practice that. "You should get some rest." "Yeah, it's been a long day." Empathy, understanding how someone feels, makes your English sound warm and genuine. Now let's move into another real-life situation, meeting new people at a party or event. Someone might ask, "So what do you do?" Meaning, "What's your job?" You could reply, "I work in marketing," or "I'm a teacher." Try that. I work in marketing. I'm a teacher. And you can add more to sound natural. I work in marketing. I help companies share their stories online. Or, I'm a teacher. I teach English to adults. Adding details makes your speech more interesting. Then you can ask back, "What about you? What do you do?" That's how real conversations flow. Now let's imagine you're leaving the event. You want to say goodbye politely. You can say, "It was great talking to you." "Nice meeting you." Or, "Hope to see you again soon." Say them with me. It was great talking to you. Nice meeting you. Hope to see you again soon. Simple, friendly, and perfect for everyday English. One great tip to sound natural in English conversations is to use short, common fillers, but not overuse them. Things like, "you know," "actually," "well," "I mean." These make speech sound more natural when used softly. For example, "Well, I think that's a good idea," or "Actually, I haven't tried that before," or, "I really love summer evenings." Let's repeat these. "Well, I think that's a good idea." "Actually, I haven't tried that before." "I really love summer evenings." See how that makes you sound relaxed and conversational. But remember, use them naturally, not in every sentence. Think of them like small spices in a recipe, just enough to make it taste better. Now, let's do a little shadowing exercise again. This time about weekend plans. A. Hey, do you have any plans for the weekend? B. Not yet. Maybe I'll go hiking if the weather's nice. A. That sounds great. I might go to the beach. B. Oh, lucky you. I wish I lived near the ocean. Repeat those lines after me. Take your time and feel the rhythm. You're doing wonderful so far. Every phrase you say is shaping your fluency. Here's a small confidence tip. When you speak English, don't focus on what could go wrong. Focus on connection. People don't remember mistakes. They remember warmth, effort, and authenticity. So when you practice these conversations, imagine smiling, relaxing, and talking like you would to a friend. Because that's exactly how fluency feels. Calm, natural, and alive. All right, let's keep the conversation going. Imagine you're traveling, maybe visiting another city or country, and you need to ask for directions. You walk up to someone politely and say, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station?" Or, "Hi, do you know where the nearest bus stop is?" Try those. "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station?" "Hi, do you know where the nearest bus stop is?" These are simple, polite, and extremely useful. And when someone gives you directions, you can respond by saying, "Thank you so much," or "I really appreciate it." Repeat that with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Kindness makes your English warmer, and people are more likely to help you again. Now, imagine someone gives you a long answer, and you don't quite understand everything. You can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" Or, "I'm not sure I got that. Could you say it again?" Try it. "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" "I'm not sure I got that. Could you say it again?" Never feel shy about asking people to repeat. It's something even native speakers do all the time. Now let's picture another travel situation, checking into a hotel. You might say, "Hi, I have a reservation under the name Sarah Johnson." Or, "Hello, I booked a room for 2 nights." Try both. "Hi, I have a reservation under the name Sarah Johnson." "Hello, I booked a room for 2 nights." And the receptionist might ask, "May I see your ID, please?" You can reply, "Of course, here you go." Small, polite sentences like this make your interactions smooth and professional. And if there's a problem, you can say, "Sorry, there seems to be a mistake." Or, "I think there's a problem with my booking." Say it after me. "Sorry, there seems to be a mistake. I think there's a problem with my booking." Learning how to handle real-life moments like these will give you real confidence. Now, imagine you're sightseeing. You might ask someone, "Is this the way to the museum?" Or, "How far is it from here?" Try that. Is this the way to the museum? How far is it from here? And when you arrive, you could say, "This place is amazing," or, "Wow, the view is beautiful." These are emotional responses that make your speech sound alive and spontaneous. Say them again with me. "This place is amazing." "Wow, the view is beautiful." Remember, expressing feelings naturally is one of the best signs of fluency. Now, let's switch to another common situation, going to the doctor. You walk in and say, "Good morning, I have an appointment at 10, or, "Hi, I'm here to see Dr. Smith." Try that. "Good morning, I have an appointment at 10. Hi, I'm here to see Dr. Smith." And when the doctor asks, "What seems to be the problem?" you can reply, "I've been having a headache for a few days," or "I've got a sore throat, Say those after me. I've been having a headache for a few days. I've got a sore throat. You don't have to use difficult medical terms. Simple and clear sentences work best. And if you don't understand what the doctor says, you can ask, "Could you please explain that again?" Or, "What does that mean?" Try it. "Could you please explain that again? What does that mean?" Always remember, asking for clarity is part of being confident. Now let's imagine a different kind of conversation, one that shows care and empathy. A friend tells you they're not feeling well. You can say, "I'm sorry to hear that." Or, "Take care and get some rest." Say that softly with me. "I'm sorry to hear that. Take care and get some rest." These are the small words that make your English feel human. Now let's practice talking about plans again, but this time in the future tense. You could say, "I'm going to visit my parents next weekend," or "I'm meeting my friend for lunch tomorrow." Try that. "I'm going to visit my parents next weekend." "I'm meeting my friend for lunch tomorrow." You can also express uncertainty. "I might go to the beach if it's sunny," or "I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll just stay home." Say it with me. "I might go to the beach if it's sunny. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll just stay home." See how easy it is to talk about your plans? Just start with small sentences and build from there. Let's do a short practice dialogue. A. What are you doing this weekend? B. I'm going to meet some friends for dinner. A. That sounds nice. Where are you going? B. We haven't decided yet. Maybe that new Italian place. Repeat it. Take your time. Feel how natural and relaxed it sounds. Now, let's focus on pronunciation practice for a moment. Many learners speak English correctly, but too quickly or without emotion. I want you to slow down. Breathe between your sentences. Give your voice space. Try this. I'm going to meet some friends for dinner. Pause. It's going to be fun. Now say it again, a little slower. I'm going to meet some friends for dinner. It's going to be fun. Doesn't that sound smoother? Fluency is not about speed, it's about flow. And one of the best ways to improve your listening is to notice patterns. When someone says gonna instead of going to, that's not bad grammar. It's natural speech. For example, I'm gonna call you later. We're gonna be late. Try saying those. I'm gonna call you later. We're gonna be late. You'll hear these contractions all the time, like wanna for want to, gimme for give me, and lemme for let me. Try them. I want to go out. Gimme a second. Let me think about it. These are how people really speak. Using them helps you understand and respond faster in real conversations. But remember, in more formal settings, like business meetings or interviews, it's better to say the full form. I want to. Give me. Let me. Let's practice switching between both styles. Casual. I'm gonna grab some coffee. Formal. I'm going to get some coffee. Casual. I want to ask you something. Formal. I want to ask you something. See the difference? Both are correct. It just depends on where you are. Now, let's move into an interesting topic: giving compliments. Compliments help you build friendly connections in English-speaking environments. You can say, "I like your shirt." "That's a beautiful photo." "You did a great job." Repeat after me, "I like your shirt." "That's a beautiful photo." "You did a great job." And when someone compliments you, respond with gratitude. "Thank you so much. That's really nice of you." "Oh, I appreciate it." Try it. "Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it." Being kind and positive will always make people enjoy speaking with you. Now, here's another common situation. Answering the phone in English. You pick up and say, "Hello, this is Sarah." Or just, "Hi, Sarah speaking." Try that. "Hello, this is Sarah." "Hi, Sarah speaking." And when someone calls you, they might ask, "Hi, is this John?" Or, "Can I speak to Sarah, please?" You can reply, "Yes, speaking," or "Hold on a moment, please." Practice that. "Yes, speaking. Hold on a moment, please." And if you need to end the call politely, you can say, "It was great talking to you." "Talk to you soon." Or, "Have a great day." Say those with me. "It was great talking to you." "Talk to you soon." "Have a great day." See how these everyday phrases can help you sound natural, friendly, and confident in any situation. Now, before we go to the next section, take a deep breath. You've learned a lot so far. Greetings, small talk, shopping, food, feelings, travel, and phone conversations. Each of these moments helps you sound more fluent. Not because you memorized lines, but because you practiced speaking with emotion and rhythm. And that, my friend, is what makes English come alive. Now let's keep building your confidence with another very real and common topic. Talking about your daily life, especially work or studies. These conversations happen all the time, and being comfortable with them will make you sound fluent and natural. Let's imagine someone asks you, "What do you usually do during the week?" You could say, "I work Monday to Friday, and I usually relax on weekends." Try that. "I work Monday to Friday, and I usually relax on weekends." You can add more details like, "During the week I go to the gym after work," or "I like to cook dinner and watch a show before bed." Say those with me. During the week, I go to the gym after work. I like to cook dinner and watch a show before bed. Simple sentences like these make your English sound like real, everyday life. If you're a student, you can say, "I study English in the mornings and attend classes in the afternoon," or "I usually do my homework at night when it's quiet." Repeat that. "I study English in the mornings and attend classes in the afternoon. I usually do my homework at night when it's quiet." Now let's imagine you're at work and a coworker asks, "How's your day going?" You can reply, "Pretty good, thanks. Just a bit busy." Or, "Not bad, just finishing a few things." Say those with me. Pretty good, thanks. Just a bit busy. Not bad, just finishing a few things. These short, natural replies are what make English conversations flow smoothly. And when you finish work for the day, you can say, "Finally done for today," or "Time to relax." Let's try those. Finally done for today. Time to relax. You see how these are the small things that make you sound like a native speaker? It's not about big words. It's about natural rhythm and tone. Now, let's move into another situation, talking about transportation. You might say, I take the bus to work, or I drive every day, or I walk because my office is close. Try those. I take the bus to work. I drive every day. I walk because my office is close. And if there's traffic, you can say, the traffic was terrible this morning, or the train was late again. Repeat after me. The traffic was terrible this morning. The train was late again. If you want to ask someone, you can say, how do you usually get to work? Or, do you take the bus or drive? Say those, how do you usually get to work? Do you take the bus or drive? Great. Now let's imagine you're running late. You can call or text your friend and say, hey, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Or, sorry, the bus was delayed. Practice that. Hey, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Sorry, the bus was delayed. These are real, useful sentences for daily communication. Now, let's talk about how to describe your neighborhood or where you live. You can say, I live in a quiet neighborhood. There's a park nearby. Or, it's close to the city center. Say them with me. I live in a quiet neighborhood. There's a park nearby. It's close to the city center. You can also talk about what you like or dislike. I love my neighborhood because it's peaceful. I don't like the traffic in my area. Repeat those. I love my neighborhood because it's peaceful. I don't like the traffic in my area. When you add personal details, you make your English sound alive, not mechanical. Now let's move to another important skill, talking about time and scheduling. You can say, what time does the meeting start? Or, the movie starts at 7, or, I'll see you at 8. Repeat them. What time does the meeting start? The movie starts at 7. I'll see you at 8. If you want to talk about being early or late, say, I was 5 minutes early. Or, sorry, I'm a little late. Say those. I was 5 minutes early. Sorry, I'm a little late. And if someone asks about your availability, you can say, I'm free this evening. Or, I'm busy tomorrow, but how about Friday? Repeat that. I'm free this evening. I'm busy tomorrow, but how about Friday? Time expressions like these make it easy to plan things naturally. Now, imagine you're making plans with a friend. A. Do you want to see a movie this weekend? B. Sure, sounds good. What day? A. How about Saturday night? B. Perfect. Let's do that. Repeat that whole mini dialogue with me. Keep your tone relaxed and friendly. Now, sometimes plans change, and that's okay. You can say, sorry, I can't make it tonight, or can we reschedule for tomorrow? Try that. Sorry, I can't make it tonight. Can we reschedule for tomorrow? These are sentences you'll use many times in real life. Let's practice another realistic moment, inviting someone politely. You can say, would you like to join us for dinner? Or, we're having a small get-together. Do you want to come? Say those. Would you like to join us for dinner? we're having a small get-together. Do you want to come? And if someone invites you, you can say, I'd love to, thank you. Or, that sounds great. Or, if you can't, maybe next time, but thanks for inviting me. Repeat that. I'd love to, thank you. That sounds great. Maybe next time, but thanks for inviting me. These polite responses make you sound friendly and thoughtful. Now let's move into expressing likes and dislikes more clearly. You can say, I really enjoy cooking. I'm not a big fan of spicy food. I don't like crowded places. Say them with me. I really enjoy cooking. I'm not a big fan of spicy food. I don't like crowded places. And when you agree with someone, you can say, me too, or same here. Try that. Me too. Same here. Or if you disagree politely, say, really? I actually prefer something else. Repeat it. Really? I actually prefer something else. This shows you can express yourself honestly, but kindly. Let's take it a little deeper. When you want to express opinions on simple topics, you can say, I think walking is the best exercise. In my opinion, breakfast is the most important meal. Try those. I think walking is the best exercise. In my opinion, breakfast is the most important meal. You can also ask for someone's opinion. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Say them with me. What do you think? How do you feel about that? This makes your conversations more balanced and interactive. Now, let's do a short reflection practice. Think of one thing you like doing every day, maybe having coffee in the morning, or taking a walk in the evening. Say it out loud. I like having coffee in the morning. Or, I enjoy walking in the evening. Feel the words. Relax your voice. Don't rush. The more you practice like this, the more natural your English becomes. Let's end this section with a simple daily life conversation you can use anywhere. A. Good morning. How are you today? B. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? A. I'm good too, just a bit tired. B. Yeah, it's been a long week. Repeat it one more time. And imagine you're having this chat with a coworker or classmate. You see, real fluency is built through these short, real-life moments, one friendly exchange at a time. Now, let's keep practicing together. We've talked about daily routines, plans, shopping, and feelings. Now let's move into something that helps you express yourself even more. Talking about experiences and stories. Imagine a friend asks you, have you ever tried sushi? You can answer, yes, I have. I tried it for the first time last year. Or, no, I have. But I'd love to someday. Repeat those. Yes, I have. I tried it for the first time last year. No, I haven't, but I'd love to someday. Using phrases like have you ever helps you talk about life experiences naturally. Try this. Have you ever been to another country? You can answer, yes, I've been to Thailand. Or, no, I haven't traveled abroad yet. Say them again slowly. Have you ever been to another country? Yes, I've been to Thailand. No, I haven't traveled abroad yet. These kinds of exchanges are great for practicing both listening and speaking. Now, let's make it a little more interesting. Imagine you're telling a short story to a friend. You could say, "Last weekend I went to a new cafe downtown. The place was so cozy and the coffee was amazing." Or, "I watched a really funny movie yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing." Repeat those after me. Last weekend, I went to a new cafe downtown. The place was so cozy and the coffee was amazing. I watched a really funny movie yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing. When you tell stories like this, you make English feel real, not just something you study, but something you live. Now let's do a storytelling practice. I'll tell a short story, and you'll shadow after me. Ready? I woke up early on Sunday and decided to go for a walk. The streets were quiet, and the air felt fresh. I found a small bakery and bought some warm bread. It was a simple morning, but it made me happy. Now your turn. Repeat it, keeping your tone relaxed and natural. See how the story has rhythm. Every sentence paints a small picture. This kind of practice helps you sound calm, confident, and expressive. Now let's talk about conversations that involve giving advice. You can say, "You should take a break," or "Maybe you could talk to your boss about it," or "If I were you, I'd get some rest." Say those with me. You should take a break. Maybe you could talk to your boss about it. If I were you, I'd get some rest. And if you want to ask for advice, you can say, "What should I do? Do you think that's a good idea? What would you do if you were me?" Repeat those. What should I do? Do you think that's a good idea? What would you do if you were me? These expressions are useful for everyday decision-making. Now let's imagine you're talking to a friend about a small problem. A. I feel so tired lately. B. Maybe you should go to bed earlier. A. Yeah, you're right. I've been sleeping too late. B. Try turning off your phone before bed. It might help. Say that conversation with me slowly. Do you hear how natural that sounds? Simple, real, and kind. Next, let's practice expressing emotions more deeply. You can say, "I'm really happy for you." "I'm proud of what you did." "I feel disappointed, but I'll try again." Repeat those. "I'm really happy for you." "I'm proud of what you did." "I feel disappointed, but I'll try again." Being able to talk about emotions helps you connect with people, not just speak to them. And when you listen to others, you can respond with empathy. Phrases like, "I understand," "That must be hard," or "I know how you feel." Say them softly with me. "I understand." "That must be hard." "I know how you feel." See how they add warmth to your tone? Now let's shift to another real situation, talking about health and lifestyle. You might say, "I try to eat healthy food," or "I go jogging every morning," or "I'm trying to drink more water." Say those. I try to eat healthy food. I go jogging every morning. I'm trying to drink more water. And if someone asks, "Do you exercise often?" you can reply, "Yes, I do, a few times a week," or "Not really, but I walk a lot." Try that. "Yes, I do, a few times a week." "Not really, but I walk a lot." These are natural, honest responses you can use anytime. Now, let's talk about habits, both good and bad. You can say, I'm trying to wake up earlier. I spend too much time on my phone. Or, I need to stop skipping breakfast. Say them with me. I'm trying to wake up earlier. I spend too much time on my phone. I need to stop skipping breakfast. Then you can ask someone else, do you have any bad habits? Or, what's one habit you want to change? Repeat that. Do you have any bad habits? What's one habit you want to change? These kinds of topics make conversations interesting and personal. Now let's practice a quick, real-life chat. A. I've been trying to sleep earlier, but I keep watching videos. B. I know that feeling. I always end up scrolling at night. A. Exactly. I tell myself just 5 minutes, and then it's midnight. B. Maybe we both need to set a bedtime reminder. Say it again slowly. Listen to the natural tone of humor and relatability. These are the kinds of conversations that make English feel human. They sound alive because they're honest. Now let's focus on another topic. Technology, something we all talk about every day. You can say, my phone battery dies so fast. I just got a new laptop. Or, the internet connection is really slow today. Say those, my phone battery dies so fast. I just got a new laptop. The internet connection is really slow today. And if you're asking for help, you can say, can you help me fix this? Or, do you know how to connect to the Wi-Fi? Repeat that. Can you help me fix this? Do you know how to connect to the Wi-Fi? Technology topics are great for daily practice because they're universal. Everyone uses gadgets. You can even add small comments to sound natural. I can't live without my phone. I love listening to podcasts while working. Say them with me. I can't live without my phone. I love listening to podcasts while working. You see how that brings your personality into your English? Let's keep going with another topic, making suggestions. You can say, let's go for a walk. How about watching a movie tonight? Why don't we cook something together? Repeat those. Let's go for a walk. How about watching a movie tonight? Why don't we cook something together? And if you want to respond to a suggestion, say, that sounds good. Sure, let's do it. Or, maybe another time. Say them with me. That sounds good. Sure, let's do it. Maybe another time. You're doing great. Each phrase you say adds a layer to your confidence. Now, let's do one more fun mini conversation before the final part. A. Hey, do you want to try that new restaurant this weekend? B. Which one? A. The Italian one near the park. B. Oh, I've heard it's really good. A. Yeah, let's go Saturday night. B. Perfect. Can't wait. Repeat it one more time with me and feel how easy and natural it sounds when you relax. This is what fluency truly feels like. It's not memorizing lines. It's communicating comfortably with real rhythm, emotion, and connection. And guess what? You're already doing it. Now that we've practiced many real-life conversations, let's bring everything together and make it feel complete. Think of this moment as sitting with me at your favorite cafe, your drink in hand, just talking in English without fear or hesitation. We'll start with a simple reflection. What did you learn today? You learned how to greet people, Make small talk, ask questions, make plans, express emotions, give compliments, tell stories, and even ask for directions. That's a lot of English you now have inside you. And it's not just words, it's real communication. Now let's practice speaking about your day, combining everything we've done. I woke up early, had some breakfast, and went to work. The weather was nice, so I walked instead of taking the bus. At work, I talked with my coworkers, finished a project, and then went out for lunch. In the evening, I watched a movie and relaxed. Now repeat that with me slowly. I woke up early, had some breakfast, and went to work. The weather was nice, so I walked instead of taking the bus. At work, I talked with my coworkers, finished a project, and then went out for lunch. In the evening, I watched a movie and relaxed. See how natural that sounds? This is what fluent English feels like: calm, clear, and connected to your real life. Now, let's make the story sound even more alive by adding emotion. It was such a peaceful morning. I felt relaxed walking to work. My coworkers were friendly, and we laughed a lot during lunch. Later, when I watched the movie, I couldn't stop smiling. It was exactly what I needed. Say that again, slower, with feeling. When you add emotion to your words, people don't just hear you, they feel you. Let's practice a few emotional phrases. That sounds amazing. I can't believe it. That's so funny. I'm so happy for you. Repeat them one by one. That sounds amazing. I can't believe it. That's so funny. I'm so happy for you. Emotion gives energy to language. It turns sentences into connection. Now imagine you're having a longer chat with someone new. They ask, "Where are you from?" You can say, "I'm from your country. I grew up in a small town, but now I live in the city." Say it with me. I'm from your country. I grew up in a small town, but now I live in the city. Then they might ask, "What do you like about living there?" And you could reply, "I love the energy and the food. There's always something to do." Repeat that. I love the energy and the food. There's always something to do. You see, these answers aren't complicated, but they're alive and personal. Now, let's talk about staying positive while learning. Sometimes, learners feel frustrated. Maybe you forget a word. Maybe you make a small mistake. That's okay. Even native speakers forget words or say something wrong. The secret is to keep going. Try saying this with me. It's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake helps me learn. I'm getting better every day. Say them again, slowly. It's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake helps me learn. I'm getting better every day. See how these phrases also train your mindset? Because confidence isn't only about language, it's about believing you belong in every conversation. Now, let's do a short, guided shadowing session to help you build that natural rhythm again. I'll speak, and you repeat each line after a short pause. Hi, how are you today? I'm good, thanks. How about you? Pretty good, just a bit tired. Yeah, same here. I need a vacation. Tell me about it. Now say that again. Keep it light, like two friends laughing about life. This is what real English sounds like. Effort. less expressive, friendly. Now imagine another situation, meeting someone for the first time in a professional setting. You could say, "Hello, it's nice to meet you," or "I've heard great things about your work." And when they say, "Nice to meet you too," you can continue, "I'm really looking forward to working together." Say that whole exchange slowly. "Hello, it's nice to meet you. I've heard great things about your work. I'm really looking forward to working together." See how polished and confident that sounds? This kind of simple professionalism helps you anywhere in life. Now, let's practice asking thoughtful questions, a skill that makes you sound engaging and confident. What do you usually do on weekends? Have you read any good books lately? What's your favorite place to travel? Try those. What do you usually do on weekends? Have you read any good books lately? What's your favorite place to travel? Questions like these keep conversations alive and show genuine interest. And when you respond, remember to add details, not just yes or no. For example, if someone asks, "Do you like music?" instead of saying yes, you can say, "Yes, I love music, especially acoustic songs." Try that. "Yes, I love music, especially acoustic songs." See how adding a small detail gives your listener something to respond to? Now, let's do a small, real-life role play. Imagine we're old friends catching up. A. "Hey, how have you been?" B. "Pretty good. Work's been busy, but I can't complain." A. "Yeah, same here. It feels like time's flying." B. "I know, right? We should meet up soon." Now repeat it with me, nice and natural. Each time you shadow, you're not only practicing pronunciation, but also intonation. The rise and fall of English speech. Intonation is what makes English sound friendly instead of flat. Try saying this line both ways and listen to the difference. Flat, "I had a good day today." Friendly, "I had a good day today." Hear the warmth in the second one? That's what people respond to. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. Every single sentence you've practiced here is something you can use tomorrow, at work, in school, while traveling, or just talking to a friend online. Fluency doesn't come from studying grammar rules for hours. It comes from speaking again and again until English becomes part of who you are. And right now, you're doing exactly that. So let's close today's practice with a final round of repetition, positive, confident, powerful sentences to keep your motivation high. Repeat after me slowly. I'm improving every day. I can speak English with confidence. My pronunciation is getting clearer. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I enjoy learning English. Say them again. But this time, imagine you truly believe them because they're true. When you start believing in your progress, everything changes. You begin to enjoy learning. You start listening differently. You begin to speak from the heart. And soon, English becomes not something you study, but something you live. And before we end today's lesson, I just want to remind you, you're doing an incredible job. Every time you press play, every time you repeat after me, every time you try one new word, you're growing. So keep going. Even when it feels slow, even when it feels hard, keep practicing, keep listening, keep speaking, because fluency is built from moments like these. And remember, English isn't just a language, it's a bridge to people, stories, and experiences all over the world. So use it, enjoy it, make it your own. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'm really proud of how far you've come, and I can't wait for you to keep improving. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future lessons. This is Sarah from Talk English Now, saying, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. See you in the next lesson.